Hilmar has often been compared to towns in Texas with the fervor in which its residents support high school football. This is a place where teams of the past are venerated and where players become local legends for their impact on the gridiron. Of all the teams that have donned green and gold over the years, the 2013 Hilmar High varsity squad holds a special place in the town's heart, not just because of their winning ways, but because of the passion and pride with which they played.
You guys just set a new Hilmar record for the most.
We were 13-0. It was a great season. We had the wins record, and we played our hearts out.
I still, to this day, say that 13 team was one of the best all-around teams we ever coached.
We weren't the biggest team, and we weren't the most athletic, but we played with each other since 7th grade on. We loved each other. We fought for each other, and we played like a team in a way I've never seen anywhere else.
Like most championship caliber teams, defense was the foundation of the 2013 Hilmar Yellowjackets. Allowing an average of 9.8 points per game through their 13-game winning streak, Hilmar's defense was a force to be reckoned with, and at its helm was its captain and middle linebacker, Joseph Bello.
I actually had a coach one time tell me I was born to play it. It was the perfect blend of, art and physicality, and I just loved it from day one.
Joseph was that quarterback of the defense. He was the guy that knew everything that was going on, adjusting players on the field when somebody was out of position. People would ask him questions all the time. What I do on this play? What I do on that? He was that kid that everybody talks about, everybody wishes they had him on their team, and the old saying, if you give me 7 guys like him and we'll conquer the world.
On December 7th, 2013, Joseph and his teammates faced off against Central Catholic High in the Division IV Joaquin Section Championship. Despite their best effort and a nearly successful second-half surge, the Jackets fell to the Raiders, tasting the bitterness of defeat for the first time all season.
I thought we were going to win. Had a couple tough breaks, tough spots, close calls, and just couldn't pull it out.
It was a devastating blow for the town of Hilmar, but it would pale in comparison to what would happen just 2 months later.
I was at Pismo for a family vacation. I had smaller, younger kids behind me, so I was leading them, and I was looking around, making sure there was no one around. And a hill snuck up on me, and I went over the front. I stopped at the last minute, a little too late. And I went over the front of my bike off the hill, the quad landed on top of me, and it broke my C4, 5, and 6 vertebrae. And so it left me paralyzed.
Everybody was in shock. Here's a kid that just a few moments earlier really had the world at his feet, and then now the future's unknown. The community really rallied around him. We had kids stopping by. His friends were there for him.
That meant everything to me. I wasn't able to do it at the time, but I really want to thank everyone for all your support. The letters, the notes, the donations, I appreciate it all.
Joseph spent 2 months in the hospital. He underwent surgeries to fuse his spine and began rehabilitation before being released to continue his treatment at SEI Fit in Pleasanton.
They're very aggressive, so they believe in trying to regenerate the nervous system and improve the lower extremity function that I lost. And so since then, I've been going there ever since, and I love it there. They have me on my feet, working out upper body, core, things that I can't even feel or move myself, and they'll assist me with whatever movement I can't do. I could barely raise my arm to do this, and now I can do a whole lot more. I can stand almost independently if I'm assisted to get up, and I can do a lot.
In the weight room or in practice, in games, Joseph left it all on the field, and I watched him in this rehabilitation process. It was the same thing.
I started online at Modesto Junior College doing therapy 5 days a week. I went to Merced Junior College for 3 years. I transferred to Merced College. I graduated from Merced College, and then now I'm transferred to UC Merced.
Entering his senior year as a mechanical engineering major at UC Merced, Joseph looked to help other wheelchair users fit into their new lives more comfortably, and he was awarded a $15,000 scholarship to aid his efforts.
They allow you to put together a public service project. And so I'm partnering with a nonprofit that exists in the Bay Area. It's the SEI Active Network. But what I'm specifically partnering with is their Share a Chair program. They accept donated wheelchairs from existing users, and they refurbish them to make them new and very functional. They loan them out to people to allow them to use for the first few months after an injury. If you gave a full-grown man the legs of a 10-year-old, that's essentially what a poor fitting wheelchair would be. We need something custom fit and that allows us to get around and to move. Currently, the only option is you take loaner chairs from a wheelchair dealership, and they may maybe have 3 chairs. So if you don't have the exact fit, you're kind of stuck. You're fitting in what you can.
From a captain on the football field to a leader within the wheelchair community, Joseph now has a new mission: to inspire others who have suffered spinal cord injuries.
When I first got injured, I was going through a lot, as you could all imagine. I was fairly depressed, and I really didn't feel confident going from the star football player to a guy who could barely lift his arms up. So it was a tough time for me, but in the time since, I've grown stronger physically, and I've dealt with a lot of the issues I had at the time, and I've really come to terms with who I am as a person, and that really helped a lot. I feel very confident in who I am and what I do, so I'm happy where I am now.
Joseph now has got a new chapter in his life. He does so many great things that I just see a whole picture of the guy, and every time I think about Joseph Bello as the football player, I always get a smile on my face.